Happy New Year, everybody. Controllers and Katanas are back. 2025, we are in you, and we're coming back bigger than ever. First podcast of the year. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be great. We're at 70 subscribers. Big numbers. Big numbers. And yeah, we hope you've all had a good break. Me and Martin had the unfortunate instance of starting back work yesterday. Today when we're doing this, but yesterday when you're listening to this. So yeah, it's already started. The grind started, and we just hope you enjoy yourselves. What have we got today, Mark?
I reckon we start the show with talking of what we ate during the break.
Easy,
mate. Food's always good. Drink's always good, but food's even better. So,
Food's
three
brilliant.
things. Three things. What are they? Tell me. What's the three things
Off
you
the
had,
dome.
mate?
Off the dome. Roast potatoes.
Well, as like a
Banger,
snack.
mate.
As a snack.
Roast
or just...
in general, mate. Do you know what I mean? Just roast potatoes. Technically, it's just part of a meal, isn't it? So it's basically a snack when you think about it. I tell you what, these Starry Night crisps from Aldi, mate. They do a sour cream and chive and salt and vinegar, mate. Honestly, they are beautiful, mate. I got addicted to them bad boys.
Silent beast, they do.
Oh, mate, so good, so good. Oh, third thing, what have I been munching, mate? Pork pies, mate. I've smashed bare pork pies, you know. Genuinely smashed bare pork pies. Like, no reason at all, mate, but I've been doing them.
They are good, mate, they are good.
I mean, mince pies are up there as well, aren't they? You got to add mince pies up to the list, to be fair.
I mean that? Right there.
Them bad boys, mate. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
My list. Number one. These bad boys. Mate, I've had about 12, 15, mate, over the holidays. This is my 16th, but yeah. When I eat them, though, I don't really taste them. I just literally go down and, like, they don't even touch the sides, mate. So
just swallowing them, bro.
With a cup of, like, coffee or a cup of tea, mate. They're gone.
Unbelievable, aren't they?
Second thing. Actually, second and first are, like, kind of joint miniature heroes, mate. I've had about 4 tubs of them, mate.
You know what, mate? We've had such a mix, we have. We got to the point where we just added, like, we had Celebrations, Heroes. I think we had 2 tubs of Heroes in Celebration. We just mashed them all into one big tub, mate. Just, like, going in, mate. Yeah, going in, bro.
Yeah, third thing for me, Doritos, mate. Tangy cheese.
I love
they were gone, mate. They were gone.
Chili Eat Waves are my favourites, to be fair. My go-tos, but...
Yeah.
Tangy cheese, mate. Unbelievable as well. Unbelievable.
Or Doritos, but even called original, mates.
Even called original.
Yeah.
There's a time and place that you need them, do you know what I mean? There's a place in this world for them.
Whoever invented them, mate, needs an Oscar, a medal, OB, MMB, OB, whatever.
Get them knighted, bro.
Yeah, get them knighted. Get everything, mate. Because they are so good. With dips as well.
Sir Dorito, mate.
Put like instead of like a sword, like a knife, put like a Dorito on his shoulder and eat it. It's got like fucking crumbs on his shoulder.
Crumbs everywhere, bro. Chili Eat Wave in his eye, mate.
Yeah, but that's the 3 things I had. They're the 3 things Ian's had. If you've got any ones you had yourself, put in the comments at the bottom and we'll check them out, have a laugh.
We all know, over the festive period, New Year, there's more than 3 things, isn't there?
Yeah, they're the main things for me.
Yeah,
mate, I had takeaways, I had everything, mate.
You go deep on everything, mate, don't you? Like, food is amplified, isn't it, over the sort of like the 7 to 10 days that you get off sort of time. It's just unbelievable, mate.
You open the cupboards, mate, and you're like, this has got to go. And it goes in your stomach, mate.
I just need to eat it all. I need to eat every last piece of this.
And then you go and have the biggest crap of your life, mate.
One big one, mate. I was on the way. I needed a crap this morning, mate. I woke up for work and I thought, do you know what? It's the first day back. I'm holding it until I get there, and I'm using their toilet roll today.
Yeah, get paid for it as well. That's what
getting paid to poo. Best day of my life, mate. I want to
But
kick this off this week, right? I kind of want to talk about Blue Lock, mate. I want to get it out of the way quick. Not quick, but first, because how they have redeemed themselves for this season, mate. These last 2 episodes dropped back to back, 13-14 finale drop, mate.
And so we was only going to do 13, weren't we? But then we realised Ronaldo's come out as well, so let's do them both.
It was like, oh, I'm going to do 13. Then Grant, it was like in Discord, which you need to join, by the way, join Discord. It was like, by the way, they've dropped both of the Blue Lock episodes. And just so you know, there's a post-credit scene. And was like, right, okay, I got to get on this now. And I literally watched them and I messaged Martin, like, Martin, mate, you need to get on these Blue Lock episodes quick before spoilers start, bro. Because if you don't...
Yeah, I mean, you messaged
me. I don't know.
They're both episodes out. I'm like, we're going to have to do it now, aren't we? We're going to have to do it. And here we are. But yeah, last 2 episodes, very good. The last episode, finale.
Unreal, mate. It's probably the best episode of Blue Lock, full stop. Including all the first season, mate. It's got to be. Got to be. Basically, 13 kicks off, done it. 13 kicks off, done it, though, where it left off. Like, where the last episode left off. There's 15 minutes left of the game. Shido's still, like, using sexual spunking metaphors, isn't he? Like, he's obsessed with sperm, that bloke. He's a proper odd bloke. We're at a 3-3 draw. Isagi's been megged straight away by Sai. So, like, he's obviously crying. Because he hates it, doesn't he? Like, he's always getting bullied, mate, old Isagi is, isn't he? Rin's missed a tackle, and now he's just glazing Sai in his head, like, oh, Sai, you're dead good, mate. Like, oh, brother. But this show does do a good job to sort of, like, making these lads, or most of these lads, look like girls when they was kids. Like... Most of them look like little girls, don't they? Like every single one of them. Like looking at Simon, like you're both little girls, mate. What's happened here?
Yeah.
What's happened
What
here?
happened in your life? What was the change? What happened? yeah. Bryn has this. It's on the floor, isn't it? It's like obviously Si's just done him over, done him good, and he's like, I'm sick of this feeling of having this my whole life like living in his shadow. And he calls it lukewarm tragedy, doesn't he? It's like, that's it. I'm going to destroy it.
Yeah, there's like one scene that I posted in the Discord. It made me laugh, but it's like they've drawn Rin, but it's like all gums. Like it's drawn up here, and he looks like a Titan, doesn't he, from Attack on Titan, mate?
You have to check the title. Like, is this Attack on Titan or is it?
But yeah, this episode we get a couple of a few good moments, don't we? So Sai gets a good run across to Shido. Rin's put it all on the line to defend it, and he's got the foul. Result for them, because obviously that was going to be a goal. Isagi starts putting it all together after he's had his little mini breakdown, as he normally does in most episodes. Bachira's getting involved, and they're on the counter-attack, mate. They're on it. They're getting up there. And the king is back, mate. There's a part where Barrow, on the friendly fire again, mate. He comes rolling up, steals the ball. But yeah, there's like a very good sequence here of like Bachira does a run, doesn't he? Which was like very, very good. And yeah, you just love to see it from him. Shane's like he goes in for a goal, doesn't he? Sendo, is it Sendo? Sendo got a block on him, didn't he? And but yeah,
Sendo,
yeah. There's a lot of characters getting involved in this episode, and probably seem like I'm rushing it a bit because this episode was good, but episode 14, mate, oh my god, mate. But
you missed a bit in episode 13 when Shido.
I've still got plenty more notes from there.
Ring us a flank in the face, doesn't he?
Yeah, Ray on that diving header, mate, as well. Like a little back and forth, but Sai is fully embarrassed Isagi again, anti. Like 2 times this episode, he's got battered. Old Isagi has.
Yeah, it's.
he's just shambolic, isn't he? Sometimes that bloke.
But when Rin puts his life on the line, and Shido like flying kicks him, mate.
Yeah, does him, mate.
It's just Shido's face, like, huh? Why did he put his face in like?
What's he done that?
So they get this foul, don't they? And then Rio just literally pings the ball up to Nagy.
Yeah, it's decent, mate. He's like, oh, I know we can get this. Blasts it straight up, mate.
But then it's a bit where Izzy's obviously got them jigsaws, like you say, and then he realizes because of Rin's done this, like he'll take out Sai's brother down, and Izzy realizes that everything's changing now. It's like a whole new landscape's been formed, and then we have like the ground coming up. I love the animations of that, like the ground has like jigsaw pieces coming up because it's all these like new combos, all these new moves. His vision's changed. So he's got big plans, hasn't he? And then
always, mate, always.
And then so with Blue Lock, there's loads of great characters in it. But obviously it always focuses on some characters, but then other characters come into it and you're like, oh yeah, this guy's sick. Bachira comes into, doesn't he? He joins the attack. He goes, the monster is here or whatever. And then because he wants to get the glory as well. So they're all like hungry for this glory. They're all on the run. Nagy passes it to Izzy. Izzy quickly. They go past a few with the passes. They go past a few like midfields. But like I said, like Barrow joins the attack, doesn't he? He's there trying to take Izzy out. But it's the bit where Bachira gets the ball on his own, and then he goes in this flow state and allows like the monster to take over, and it's like his face literally turns like a monster, doesn't it? And he's got this like yellow lightning around him. And he pulls off some sick dribbling. Like literally just goes around, does all this dribbling stuff. And he does a super monster lift or something like a special move.
Oh,
he nearly scores, doesn't he? But like you say, that Sendo guy literally like does a goal line clearance. But I thought, this is it, mate. He's done it. He literally lobs the keeper, gets past the
easy win, mate.
But obviously that Sendo's put his life on the line.
Just weren't meant to be for him, was it? Just weren't meant to be, mate.
I love that bit with Sendo. Is like, obviously they're fired up because Aiko's been like kind of friendly taunting him, trying to like build him up. He's running off. He's like, I don't care about pin models anymore. I'm going to change Japanese soccer and marry a Hollywood actress. it's so dreamy.
I don't want to be good. I don't just want to be known in Japan. I want to be known worldwide.
Yeah, so he's fired up. But yeah, like I say, I love this show. It shows different people's feelings, and how the animation like brings it across as well. I think it's very good how they've done it.
It's for a sports anime. It is well written. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why the bad animation earlier in the season just really was disappointing, because it is a good anime. Like, it is well written. The characters are all good. You like the characters. Not all of them have got in-depth backstories, but they've got enough story for you to care about them and obviously want to see more about them and that sort of stuff. So it was just heartbreaking. But
yeah,
this episode was pretty good. 13 was pretty good. Still, as you say, there's quite a lot of very good bits in this episode. Like, Rayo obviously got that diving header, and there's just a lot of back and forth from both teams, weren't there, in this episode?
Yeah.
And even Aiku, even he was getting involved. He's a defender, and he was coming up front thinking, "Now I'm gonna get a screamer here. Like, I'm scoring this." But obviously, then Rin's in defence. So Rin's like got into defence, hasn't he? And he's like going mad, and it's, mate. The commentators are spewing in the pants as well, aren't they? Like, they were buzzing, weren't they? They were.
It's like, I can't believe this. Is I never thought it'd be like this and stuff like that. Yeah, they're proper going mad, aren't they? And the crowd are loving it as well. They're like,
it's mental.
Roaring. Oh man, I'm just gonna have a bite of my mince pie.
There's a part as well where Rin's sort of like in his head and he's like calculating sort of like where the ball's going to go and what's happening, and he calculates it and he's wrong. The ball like just goes past him, Aiku, to like Shido, and it's all just goes to black, and he's just thinking it's ended. Like, this is it now. We've done for. Someone appears from the shadows, mate. Isagi, innit, mate? Our man Isagi's come back after being embarrassed all game. And he's got a quality overhead clearance, bro.
Yeah, but like I say, the next episode, the finale, really fucking.
But then you got this end part with Rin as well, is where you get this. Rin has this like realization, doesn't he, that he's not alone anymore, and he gets possessed by some like upper rank demon from Demon Slayer, mate. Even his eyes change and everything. But I swear to God, I was like, if I see Hashira rolling in a minute, I'm gonna lose my shit. I swear to God. But
I'm talking about that bit with Rin because obviously there was like he thinks he's all alone. He's been all alone is like most of his life, obviously, because he's been trying to compete against Sai's brother, and then he realizes all his team are around him, and he's like not alone anymore. Then we have this animation of like this broken toy he dropped when he was younger, like coming back together. And then you think, oh yeah, this is it. He's ready for it. And he's like, no, I don't want any of this. It makes me puke.
yeah,
I was like, what?
I literally,
like I say, he gets possessed by that demon thing. I was like, what's going on?
I've just put little unappreciative emo. Proper dick, mate.
It's just funny, like it's like leaning you one direction, like, oh yeah, he's realised that we can use his teammates, he's not alone or whatever. Next minute, no, I don't want that. It makes me
straight up with it. Psych. But he's gone absolutely mental. Like he's gone into this like weird state, and like demon state, where it was cool. But the only thing that got me, mate, is him drooling everywhere, his tongue hanging out, was proper random. Like you just didn't need to. But he's tackled his teammate, and he basically said, no, I want to be the best. I can do this all on my own. So that's his like ego mentality, where he's thinking, I've got all these teammates that are helping me get better, but I don't want teammates to be better. I can do it alone, sort of thing. And he's proper turned into a weirdo. And he's just gone out his way and 1v1'd every single person on the pitch, basically, hasn't he? And he's battering them all as well.
Yeah, so it's the last episode, the finale into now. This is
it's the last one, mate.
The last attack. That's called the episode. Is
do or die, innit, mate?
But like I say, his tongue's hanging out. He wants to kill everyone. He literally says, "I want to kill him all, whatever." He's got these like fans spinning his eyes. He's in like rampage mode, isn't he? He's kicking off. But I love it. I like instead of like moving away from the different like players, he like moves towards him to literally destroy him. He's like, because Izuki's like, go this way, but then he goes towards the actual players to like take him down. Show him
even Izuki's like, I can't read him anymore. Like this isn't the same person. Like I don't know who he is. But I like the representation as well. As when he was 1v1ing people and he was battering them, the like picture shatters. Like, oh, I've defeated them. I've defeated them. I've defeated them. That was pretty cool.
And it's the music as well. It's like emboss music, demon mode music, like really, really good music in this part. But yeah, he just takes part everyone, doesn't he? Takes about that Buddha. Is it the Buddha dude or is it?
Yeah. I don't know his name.
The guy with the eyes, isn't it?
The dot eyes, he gets battered, doesn't he? Buddha gets battered. But the thing that made me laugh is I was mentioning last week Aiku having a virus from all them LimeWire downloads, mate. He's got LimeWire on. He's got an internal error, mate. Told you he's got a virus, pal. Got an internal error, hasn't he? He's done for him, mate. That's his family computer, mate.
Well, there's a bit where like he goes for everyone, and then it's Aiko's turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, Izuki runs past, obviously wanting support to support him, like, oh, pass to me kind of thing. And Rin's like, not gonna happen, mate, not gonna happen. And he like does like a feint shot, doesn't he? Like tricks IQ and then like bends one, top bins, doesn't he? But IQ gets like the slightest touch on it and it hits the crossbar.
He's sick, mate.
Yeah. And then it has that shatter thing again, but it's with Rin in it because he just realised. Yeah.
He's just murked off his own ego, hasn't he? Like he's proper killed himself, like thinking, oh, maybe I'm not that good. But it's as of this point, right? This is the best Blue Lock's ever been, mate. I've never been this excited. I had goosebumps like during this like last part of the sequence. So basically, there's a minute left. There's a minute left in play. Sai's on the ball, and he's just cutting through people like a knife through butter, mate. Isn't he? Like he's just blitzing, and all the pieces are falling. And Rin has rolled up for a 1v1 with his big bro. And Sai just proceeds to emotionally batter him, doesn't he? Basically saying like, "Oh, you shit. You'd be shit if you didn't have me." Like he's being truthful though, wasn't he? Like you'd have no excuses to get better. Like you'd be a rubbish player if you didn't have me. Like because your own purpose to get good is to be better than me.
It's a bit there. I wrote in my notes like when Sai's literally going through all his players. Everyone's thinking, there's only one man to stop this guy. It's his brother in it, Rin's.
Gotta be done.
It literally destroys him, doesn't he? Like, but it's a bit.
He's about to go Super Saiyan, mate, isn't he?
it's the bit where it shows him where it's about like all them demons are coming around him.
Yeah,
it's
that's
about,
it, mate.
He gets consumed, doesn't he? Mate, that was so good, mate.
Just, yeah, like he's getting them off him into like destroying these demons. Like nah. And
and he's like, it's basically saying like, I'm not going to live in my brother's shadow anymore. Basically,
it's that entire one-on-one with Sai and Rin. That's what I've been wanting all fucking season. To be animated, mate. It was perfect. It was literally perfect, mate. I was literally like, nah, this is a sports anime. This is exactly what we've needed all this time. Rin's tackled the ball off him. It's going, mate, IQ's missed the header. Who's got it, Mark? Who's on it, mate?
Izugi. And we did a short about this. It's on our YouTube.
Check it on the YouTube and the TikTok.
Izugi does the sweetest volley you've ever seen in your life.
Mate, puzzle pieces falling.
Corner, mate.
Ball straight to his feet for a direct shot. Absolute screamer, mate. Honestly, I had goosebumps, bro. I actually had goosebumps, mate. I was like, this is sick. This is actually sick.
Yeah, mate. I was literally up in there, like, yeah.
That's when I messaged you, like, mate, you need to watch this now, bro. You need to get on it now. But yeah, Blue Lock have done it, mate. They've gone and fucking done it. Beat them 4-3.
And like everyone watching as well, people watching like who've been there, watching it like through the seasons, like they'd have the same reaction, mate. Goosebumps, because obviously these people have been working their way up. All these players you love have been working their way up to this moment. And then when he scores that volley, mate, you're like, whoa! I was literally.
Do you know what did it for me as well? When it cut to the bench and Ego's on the bench with his fist clenched like next to him, like he's trying his hardest not to show, but he's like buzzing, isn't he?
The crowd are loving it. And I love the bit where his parents, like, see Izugi's parents, like, celebrating as well with Bachira's mum, is it? But yeah, the crowd are loving it, mate. They're all shouting his name. Oh, mate, I loved it. Honestly, mate.
Do you know what, mate?
I was buzzing, mate.
The one part that did me in, mate, is like Sai's gone up to Rin like, I was wrong. I didn't think Japan could produce a good striker. And Rin sat there thinking, it was like, oh yeah. Yeah, like, he's going to compliment me. And then he's like, yeah, I'm wrong. And he looks, he's on about Isagi, innit? He's not even talking about Rin, bro. Rin's shattered, mate. He's done for, bro.
Sai, this is his moment to like literally apologise and make up with his brother. And he literally just ruins him even further. And honestly,
he's like, you're not Isagi, bro.
I love the bit as well where Isagi's like, he has like the post-match interview, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And at first he's like speechless and overwhelmed. He's like, oh, what's going on? And he composed himself and literally tells the world that he's going to lead the under-20s to like glory in the World Cup. I was like, sick.
Yeah, boy. What I loved as well is that the little flashback, you know, of like almost like a mini montage of like his best bits, even from like season 1 and stuff, like how far he's come to where he is now and stuff. But Blue Lock Phase 1, done and dusted. What a wild ride this season's been. If you go back to when the start of the season came out, look at some of our TikTok complaints, mate. I'm fucking fuming on all of them, mate. These last 2 episodes have honestly made waiting all of this season, mate, worth it. They've been so good. Now,
and we did a list, didn't we? We did a list last week of the top 5. And if we watched this episode before we did that list, my list would have changed.
Yeah,
because this. But I love the bit before you go to the last bit. I love the bit where the whole Blue Dot team are like face the crowd and like bowing and stuff. I was like, oh, sick, mate. And like the roars of the crowd. Great moment, mate, for everyone viewing and myself. It hit me, mate. It hit me right here, mate. I was there. Oh.
So again, we get this post-credit scene where Isagi basically goes in to thank Rin and like let him know how thankful he is and that his goal was only possible because he believed obviously Rin would beat Sai. He's saying like, no, look, the only reason I could make that run was because I believed in you. I knew you would beat Sai. And Rin tells him basically to shut up and die. Like, nice bloke, mate. You are sound. Oh,
yeah, I love the
mate.
bit. Like... wait, don't tell him yet.
Oh, no, I can't, mate. I can't tell him yet.
So, he's about to tell you the best part of the episode, but before that, the bit where, like, there's another thing as well, like, Izzy that goes in. Like, so the rest of the team go for, like, a lavish meal. Like, obviously, they've done well, they get rewarded. And then, obviously, Izzy realizes Rin's not there, so he goes back into the locker room, talks to him, literally says all that stuff you mentioned. And then I love that green aura that he's got around him. Rin, he's got his towel on his head, mate. He's like, literally, like, and he's got his voice is like distorted in it because of that state he went into, the demon rampage state. And it's like, from this moment, you are my rival. I was like, whoo, 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 whoo.
Sick,
I literally I was like, I'm gonna kill you. Remember that. And I love Izugi's response though. He's like, go ahead, try, and walks off. Mate, I was like, oh, sick. That was that's a mic drop moment right there.
Bad man, isn't he?
But then
get this little thing, don't we?
And the whole episode, the greatest moment in the whole episode.
There's a sign, isn't it? It says like wild card or something. Doors open, don't they, mate?
Who is it?
Fucking Kunigami, bro. Yes, mate. I was literally I was going, yes, like fucking yes, bro. It's our guy.
Was wide open, mate. I was like,
oh man, mate, and he looks ready as well, doesn't he? He's been training, that lad has. He's been training
like
outside of
as well, because he's like, his hair's like up before, but now it's like kind of coming down his face as well.
He's ready, mate. He's in flow. He's already in flow, and we get this new look at this other guy, don't we? He's some tattoo bloke. He's got like blue roses on his neck and stuff.
Yeah.
Next phase is Neo Egoist League. The NEL. Beauty.
But like that whole sequence at the end of what happened with like the gold and stuff like that was sick. And then
so good, mate.
Treat you even further, mate, with the Kunigami. I was like, oh,
double goosebumps, bro. Double goosebumps, mate.
But now, how long have we got to wait for the next season, mate? Let's talk about that.
Go on.
3 years, mate. I don't know.
I was going to say 5, to be fair.
Okay. But yeah, like, let's drop that, mate. That finale was one of the best.
It's so good, mate. It was so sick, wasn't it? I think, because it was a bit shit to start with. Like, it was disappointing to me, this season was, to start with. Like, I think it's just made it all that much better, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But that Konagami coming back, mate, I was losing faith, mate. I was losing faith. I was like, no, I'm never going to see him again. Blang, comes back, mate.
Beauty, innit, mate?
I don't know if people who have read the manga, like, no. Like, they might have watched our podcast, like, oh, these guys are crying about that, but he comes back.
I honestly, don't get me wrong, I appreciate people that read the mangas and stuff, because I've read some and I'm reading some at the moment, especially ones that aren't as of anime. Or I do like reading mangas of anime I've already watched, for example.
Yeah.
Because you get different perspectives sometimes, and the art's obviously fucking awesome in some of the anime mangas. But I don't think I'd have had that same effect because I knew what was coming. Like, I don't think I'd have got goosebumps, and I don't think I'd have. You know what I mean? Like,
it kind of spoils it, doesn't it, in a way? Like, obviously, manga's really good and stuff to read and stuff. I'm not, say anything about that, but like with this, like, you'd know he's coming back, so it's like, oh, whatever. And it wouldn't, like, say, it wouldn't have had the same effect, but because, like, to read it after you watch the show, but yeah, but oh, mate,
so sick, bro.
That final episode, mate, did it for me. I was like, that's quality,
wicked, man.
And honestly, if you haven't watched Blue Lock, mate, get on it. If you listen to it now, we've spoiled pretty much all of it, but but yeah, like, watch it and get them goosebumps, mate. And it's because I think for me, like, when they won, like the whole team's celebrating, mate. And when Izugi's like celebrating, you're like, oh, mate, they've worked so hard.
You felt part of the team, didn't you? That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what they did.
I
They
was
just made you
around,
feel like you was part of
the room, like,
get shirt off like that.
But yeah, and this match really, like, they put the stamp and showed the world that they exist, basically. And on the crowd loved them, don't they? The crowd, the reception from the crowd was brilliant, and the lads have made it now. And now they are the under-20s. They've took over that team. You know what annoys me though? Like, hopefully, I'm hoping, like, people like IQ and stuff like that, Legend, mate. I hope they get back in the team. They get back in the team, and I don't think it's in the Sai either, is it? Because he's going to come back because his brother's got this beef against him.
Well, he's a midfielder anyway, isn't he? They'll just fuck that Sendo bloke off.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know who they'll get in because will they get Cyan? Will Ego get Cyan? I don't know. Will he get Sendo in? I don't think they will.
I don't think we'll see them. I think we'll see them again. Just I don't think it'll be straight away.
What about that guy? Remember the first episode of Blue Lock where that guy is like his mates with Izzy and
he's like, "Oh mate."
I've never seen that guy. I can't remember his name. Is that good?
He's never coming back, bro. He got battered, didn't he? Straight up. Day one, mate. One and done, mate. Straight away, first challenge.
It's a bit weird, like turns easy. Like, mate. Nah,
mates, man. Oh, mate.
I'm only a day, mate. Yeah, Kunigami's return though, mate. That was
so good, mate. Icing on the fucking cake, mate. Cherry on top, wasn't it, that bad boy?
When you like watching it, like you can't get any better than this. Kunigami drop, mate.
Beauty, mate. Beauty. What do I want to talk about next? We'll go Squid Games or keep it anime?
That's just Squid Game, innit? We got a
little soundboard, yeah.
Geek soundboard, didn't we?
A geek sound. First geek sound incoming. Guess it. For those of you who don't know, every week we do a geek sound. We'll play 3 sounds throughout the podcast, and you don't get anything for it. It's just cool if you guess it, innit? But yeah, and then at the end we'll just discuss it. But if you can figure out what it is, most of them you can. They're pretty easy. Just put it down in the comments. There we go. There's the first one. I think people will get it straight away on that one, bro.
Yeah, like we do it like we did last year with this geek soundboard. We make it easy for you guys, but everything we put on is quality stuff. Like there's no like crap stuff. There's always quality stuff, and I know a lot of people have watched it. So like we always say, any experiences where you rate it in that genre and that lot, put it in the comments at the bottom so we can check it out. We'll reply to it. We'll try to reply to most comments. And yeah, try and engage with as much people as possible. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, in the comments, mate. Also, like this video, subscribe, and give us a little cheeky comment of saying how good we are, and then that'll boost our morale, won't it?
Oh, 100%, mate. 100%. We get a new sub, mate. I'm buzzing, mate. I am literally buzzing, mate.
Every sub we get, we ring up each other like, we've got a new sub, Because that's like exciting, real. Because we're like, yeah, it's working.
Yeah, it's cool.
Our subs are gradually going up, and when we do reach 100, we're gonna do a little special thing, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll talk about it at the end, innit?
Yeah,
little summit.
So we look forward to that. But
Squid Games is back. Season 2, episode 1 kicks off basically as it ended originally, with him refusing to get on the plane on the phone, and
I just want to say something straight away. It's still got that pink crap hair, which annoys me. And it's that bad. His hair's that bad. In the first 2 minutes, he gets in a cab and the taxi driver turns around and gasps at him. He's like, that guy's
tells him his shit.
And that guy's a taxi driver, so he's seeing stuff.
He's seen a lot.
On nights,
especially on airports and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's seen goblins, he's seen creatures of the night, mate. So he's seeing bad, and then he turns around and sees that hair. He's like,
you're human, mate. I wasn't asking to leave, to be honest.
Yeah, like, get out.
Get out my cab. Pink-haired Mong.
But like, when I started watching this, I did enjoy this episode, but I was thinking about it, like, maybe I should have watched season 1.
Rewatched it.
But then, as the episode went on, I kind of picked up stuff again. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, decent episode, I thought, to start things off again.
Yeah, it was a good first episode to get kicked in. There was plenty that happened to sort of like give you an idea of what's happening and what he's been doing. Because he's been like a 2 to 3 year time skip or something, hasn't they? And he's basically using his money to get. He's basically paying the guy he used to owe money to, which is the reason he went to Squid Games in the first place. He's repaid him all back, and then he's paying him to try and help him find, obviously, the guy who originally invited him to Squid Games, the guy with the suit and the suitcase and stuff like that. And he's been trying for like 2 years, and they've only got, I don't know. It's taking a bit of time, isn't it?
Yeah, so the main guy is Song, isn't it? the main guy, Seong, whatever his name is, he gets a phone call, doesn't he? Like basically, he has to go back to Seoul. Like say, he's hunting this man down, but he takes like a tracking chip out his neck, doesn't he, or whatever, or his body.
Oh yeah.
But then it's like a kid walks in, doesn't he? He's butt naked. This guy is like standing there butt naked. A kid walks in with like literally goes no back. He's like, oh, I'm busy at the moment. Can you give me a few minutes? I was like, why are you naked, bro? Put some fucking pants on. Why are you standing in a public toilet naked? Yeah, his name was outside, but
Song Ji Hun is his name, isn't it?
Song Ji Yeon, yeah.
Oh, no. But obviously we see the guy who's a copper as well. Who's obviously whose brother is the leader of Squid Games at the moment. Obviously, from what happened in season 1, he gets shot off that cliff. Fisherman finds him, obviously takes him back to shore, and he's basically became mates with this fisherman. They go out looking for the island, essentially, don't they? They're trying to figure out where this island is, crossing it off the map, the list, to try and see if obviously he can get back there and murk them off, essentially.
Yeah, so on one hand, we've got some like hiring people to find the guy who hires him, and then you got Jun who's like on his boat looking around for this island again. So there are two blokes in different areas working towards the same goal, basically trying to get back to the island or trying to find out what's cracking off. The people that Song hires, they don't really kind of believe his story. They're a bit like skeptical about his story, but then it's the money. It's the money that is like, oh yeah, I'll give you like 1 billion won if you find this guy. So they're all like, ooh, and then he gets in this van to tell all his lads. There's about 19 blokes in this van, isn't it?
It's bare blokes in there, bro. It's like a clown car, isn't it?
But yeah, there's like 19 blokes, and then they all go off, and then so these guys are literally looking everywhere. They go
different train stations and everything, aren't they?
Yeah, because where Sung got hired was in a train station, wasn't it? I believe so. And so obviously they're going around all these train stations, mate. And there's an army of them, isn't there? There's about 30 or 40 blokes. But they're all aiming for this like 1 billion won reward, mate. They're mad for the money.
I mean, I respect it, to be honest with you, mate. I absolutely respect it.
Yeah, they've got a mission to work towards, haven't they? A goal to work
yeah,
towards.
no wrong with that, mate, is he?
Right. The episode's called Bread and Lottery. So...
Oh, it's mad, mate. Essentially, right, these two blokes, they find him, don't they? They find this guy who's the Squid Games recruiter guy, and they tail him, they follow him, they obviously let Seong know, look, he's knocking about here, we're tailing him now, we'll keep giving you updates. And he goes into like a shop, doesn't he? He buys like 100 scratch cards and just loads of like bread in it, like brioche buns and that, whatever it is.
You know what, this actor though, how this actor acts, he acts like dead creepy, and he's like, it's really good acting how he does it.
Oh,
like, when he buys, like his whole like, oh mate, it's so good, his acting.
His demeanour and stuff, isn't it?
Like, it's like his demeanour, how he acts and stuff, he's just like dead creepy, and like you can tell he's like a maniac.
He's up to something, isn't he? Like they're watching him, and he's basically going up to like homeless people, and he's got the bread in one hand and the scratch card in another, and he's given them a choice, like basically to see what they choose. And he's like, look, do you want the scratchy or the bread? Most of them were taking the scratchy. He was giving them a coin, like equivalent to like 1p or whatever, scratching it off, and he was like, yeah, can I have my money back then, mate? Like asking them for the 1p back. Diabolical that was, mate. Even took his 1p back, mate. But
I love the guy. I love the first guy there. Like, he takes the scratch card and like he gives the coin back, and he's like looking in the bag like, what's it about that bread? Like greed, mate. That guy.
But yeah, he's obviously they're hoping for a life changer, aren't they, mate? They're hoping for a cheeky like 100 grand off a scratchy. But
if you're like me, I don't really use scratch cards, but never win, mate. Never win anything.
Yeah, to be fair, there's a shop on my street. There's a lad who was in my school. He's a year below me. He won 400 grand on a scratchy from shop, mate.
400 grand?
Prick, mate. Yeah. Hate him.
He's dead now. No.
I nearly said I hope then, but that'd have been a bit rough.
No, but like, yeah, but fair play to him, mate.
But yeah, this bloke, he's just doing it for the banter, mate. Like, most of them are choosing the scratchy. You get the odd one, don't you? Who gets the bread? Who's like, oh, I'm actually genuinely starving. Like I could do with it, but then he gets the bread, doesn't he? He starts tipping bags and bags of bread out, and all these homeless people start coming up and he's like, no, mate, you had your choice. But in my head, I'm thinking, what about the poor old bloke who picked the bread? Like, just give him some more bread, mate. Like, he's tried his hardest, hasn't he?
But these people are tailing him. These two that are tailing him, like the boss and another, he's like understudy or whatever. They're like, they're seeing him the bread rolls out, and the thing is like, oh, he's probably a nice guy then, this guy. He don't seem too bad or whatever. And then he starts stamping on all the bread.
Then he just starts obliterating it.
And all the Trump's like, what are you doing? We could have had that bread. He's like, no, you made a choice, mate. And
you made your choice.
Yeah.
And now you're paying the consequence.
Cards,
if I was homeless, though, when he's gone, mate, I bet there was a few of them bread rolls that were still wrapped up, you know. I'd have been looking through them, mate. 100%.
Yeah. Except I was looking, when he was stamping on, there's like, one flies away. And it's only squashed a little bit, mate. I'll be on that, mate.
Yeah. Still in the wrapper, mate. It's not been on his shoes or anything. They're all sealed up. Because the Koreans love plastic wrapper, don't they?
Yeah, man. But yeah, then they continue. So the guy floats off. He stands on the bread, floats off, and then they start following him again, don't they?
Yeah.
It goes, and like the Ringer song was like, yeah, he's here, and he's taking a while, isn't he, to get there to like join him. So like, sod this, we'll take the guy down ourselves, and we'll get the money ourselves, and we'll share it between us or whatever. Anyway, they go down this alley. Get battered, don't they?
Oh, mate, yeah, don't know that song's got 5-0 on him either. His police are after him because he's driving like a twat.
Yeah. Yeah, he's driving like a madman.
Yeah, they get filled in, don't they, them two goons do, mate?
Yeah, so they get filled in by this guy in the suit, and they get taken, don't they? Get captured and tied up in two chairs facing each other. Obviously, Sung gets to the scene, sees they've gone, mate. They've gone, disappeared, mate. There's like blood on the floor, a knife that was used. Well, it wasn't used at all because they got disarmed and battered. And then in this room, and they're facing each other, and they got to play rock, paper, scissors. And whoever
with a twist.
Yeah, with a twist, always a twist. Basically, the loser gets a chance on the old Russian roulette, which is obviously one bullet in the gun. In the chamber, spins and obviously.
He's a proper madhead, mate. They're playing that weird one as well, where they're doing two, aren't they? And then they could take one away.
Yeah. But, and again, good acting in the scene, like, they're proper scared, aren't they? Proper, like, I mean, you would be, wouldn't
mate. The acting was phenomenal, to be fair. Like, it was so intense. You got Mr. Kim bloke as well. He's the leader, I think, isn't he, Mr. Kim?
He's the boss,
it was the boss, isn't he? So he's a good mate, isn't he? But he basically gets to a point where no matter what choice he makes, he'll win.
So there's like one bullet in the chamber, and then the guy's like, let's up the ante, and he puts 5 bullets.
There's literally 5 bullets in, 1 bullet not. Yeah. And he doesn't pick, because he don't want to kill his mate. And he don't pick, so unfortunately, old Mr. Kim...
Yeah, he gets
brown bread, mate.
Yeah, because he don't pull back, does he? So he gets disqualified.
No, he don't pull back, so he gets disqualified. Because obviously he don't want to be responsible for his mate dying, essentially.
Yeah, because this guy, obviously, this Mr. Kim was his best man at his wedding or whatever. So it's like they're really good mates. And then he gets murked off, doesn't he? Gets blasted in the head, poor guy. And then Sung goes back to his apartment for some reason. Man in the suit's there, isn't he?
Mate, it's mad, mate. His backstory's mental, innit? Like, he started off at Squid Games just incinerating bodies, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then he got promoted and he saw his dad in Squid Games, murked his dad off. Like, he's a nutter, mate. Absolute nutter.
Yeah, because Sung calls him like a lapdog, doesn't he? And he goes...
Yeah.
He kind of tells him... The man in the suit guy tells him the story of how he got to where he is now. Like I said, he worked in Squid Games, incinerating bodies. They gave him a gun, and then they start kind of like a promotion within. And then that bit with his dad, I was like, this guy's mad, mate.
He's tapped, mate, isn't he?
Smiling, like I said earlier, like his whole like his demeanor, what he gives off. He's maniac, mate. Maniac.
He's a good actor, mate. He's played it off well because you just look at him, you think you're mental, mate. You are.
But this scene with Sung and this guy with the suit, mate, is quality again. Quality.
Insane, mate. Insane.
Yeah,
Honestly, fantastic.
So they're playing. They got man in the suit loves Russian roulette.
He's mad for it.
He
He's like
loves
Russian.
But they get to a point like so. They just take a turn to like put the gun at their head and press, like pull the trigger, and they'll get to a point where it's like 1 out of 2, 50% chance of getting blasted. And the man in the suit goes, "I know what you're thinking. You've got the gun. You can just blast me now. Take the keys to the island and meet the man that you want to speak to, the main man. But before you do, admit that you're worthless trash who made it out of the games because you got lucky." And then someone's like, "I'm not saying that, mate. He has a go. He lives." So there's one bullet in this thing. And then Sung's like, he hands him the gun. He goes, "Your mind's starting to race in it." He goes, "You've got the gun now. You can shoot me." But then he like disses him. He's like, but first admit that you're basically a lapdog. And when your master says heal or you wag your tail and stuff like that, the man's like, "No, I'm not doing that, mate." Boom, gone. Man in the suit's dead, mate.
Murks himself off, mate, because that's because he's a psychopath, mate. Like, he literally, he's killed himself off purely out of pride, essentially, until like, I'm not doing that.
He don't want to admit that. But that scene with like
back and forth, it's very psychological, wasn't it?
Yeah, both taunting each other.
Yeah, it's very good, very good. But is it Jun Ho, the policeman bloke?
Jung Ho, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, he's rolled up, hasn't he? Obviously, he's rolled up and thought, wait a minute, what's going off here?
Yeah, so that Jung Ho, like when the police pull him over, Jung Ho is actually there, but he gets his like an apprentice or his young lad with him to like obviously book Sung, and then obviously Jung Ho looks at the because he obviously knows Sung. He's like looks through the thing, he sees him. He goes to find out where he is. He goes to that place where Mr. Kim's office, isn't it? He goes in there. He hides there, finds some information out, finds out where Sung lives, and obviously at the end of the episode he gets that his apartment. But I love that bit where Jung Ho's in like Mr. Kim's office, but he hides behind that statue thing, doesn't he? The mannequin thing.
Yeah.
This guy, mate, comes in. Yeah, I've been told to get the weapons. Opens like a bottom drawer. It's like nunchucks and flipping.
loads of random weapons in there, like guns and shit.
It's just like your desk at work. Imagine you got that in your bottom drawer, mate. Yeah. Well, like, you want a weapon, mate? The hammers and flipping. But yeah, like I say, decent episode. When I was watching it, I was a bit like flipping it, mate. Like stuff was happening. I'm like, what's cracking off here? Because I can't remember what happened in the first season because it's been that long. But as it went on, I picked things up, and I really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was really good. Good starter.
Yeah, it's definitely a good starter. There's some parts that felt a bit slow. Like some of the dialogue, like the way they was talking was just like this. The back and forth was pretty slow in some parts, but overall though, it was a decent episode, I thought.
Yeah. But the main character, that Sun guy, is.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
is the guy who was the best character in.
The only good thing about Acolyte.
Yeah.
Well, next week we're going to be doing episode 2 and 3 of Squid Games, aren't we?
Yeah, there's 7 altogether. 7 episodes.
Yeah. We'll get through them. It's just it's easier for us to not do them all in the same week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because obviously Netflix dropped the whole season, and we don't want to like bombard you with the whole season. Like, yeah, this happened.
The whole season. Don't get me wrong, it's spot on when they do that, but at the same time, for people like us who are trying to discuss it on a weekly podcast, it doesn't help us out at all.
Yeah, if we're not discussing on podcast, mate, that'd have been done, mate, right now.
Oh, easy, done and dusted, mate.
Obviously, because you're doing podcast, it's a bit slower the process, but it's doing that like.
It's all good fun,
like, when I'm watching stuff, obviously, like focus more because obviously got to get notes, got to give my opinions on certain like scenes and stuff. So yeah, I don't mind the wait, but it's always good to enjoy it. Obviously, like, our opinions together and stuff on podcasts. So. But yeah,
we're on to Fire Force, mate. Season 2.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to do another sound though before I do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Second sound. Here we go.
Le who, the her.
People have definitely got that, bro.
If not, they'd be like,
Definitely.
they were sitting there like a light bulb. Ding. I know that.
So we are back on it, mate. Episode 1 of Fire Force. And this episode, to begin with, felt like a filler episode. And I was expecting that Naruto music to come on. It like, do 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 do, boop 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 boop. Because it was just dead random, wasn't it? At first I was like,
Mate,
what the fuck's going off here, mate? Why are they all just going shopping, pal?
yeah, what happens in this episode though is so funny, man. Later on.
Oh,
So
yeah,
basically-
sick, mate.
So basically, the episode starts with they've all got a day off, haven't they? Basically, they've got a day off. Shimmer's got nothing to do.
Shimmer's day off, mate, instead of Hashina's day off, mate.
Maki, Tamaki, and Iris are all like, "Yeah, come with us shopping, mate." It's like, "Yeah, whatever." He goes with them, and then they're buying ice cream. Shimmer's like thinking about all the events that happened in last season, and it's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna." He basically vows to like one day, like stop the fear of spontaneous combustion. He sees people smiling, laughing, enjoying the day, and it's like, yeah, I want to like keep people smiling. I want to like take away this fear and sort out the white clad and all that lot. And then Maki's like, yeah, you know, Hinawa, the lieutenant, is like, yeah, his fashion sense is not very good, is it? Let's do some shopping for him. And then they go, they go in the shop, don't they? And they're all suggesting like terrible, this shop's the worst shop to go in if you get an outfit as well.
They're just taking the piss, aren't they, really? They just want to see how far they can go, don't they?
But it's Tamaki's like, yeah, do you reckon he'll wear this, like, gets like a bold helmet and puts it on? Like, why would you wear a bold helmet? Like a bold headed helmet? Like, what the heck? But yeah, it turns mental. Like some of the stuff they're picking out, like another bit where Shimba's like standing there, like what have we got himself into here? Then Iris puts like a hat on his head, like cat ears. His ears all like gooey eyed, and he's like, ah.
But then,
all kicks off,
mate, a load of explosions like literally kick off straight away, and it's some massive like fire troll kaiju thing, innit? Like that's new. I don't think we've seen anything like that before in it so far.
Yeah,
but it's Arthur, mate. When Arthur rolled up, and he's like, "I'm sworn to protect the weak, devils included." As he looks in Shimmer, "You're welcome."
I was thinking, you know, this episode, like obviously Shimmer like gets 5 feet, flies everywhere. How many shoes is that guy getting through?
Mate, you may as well just ground barefoot, aren't you?
I put here, like, must shop at Primark, mate, get some cheap shoes in it, because it literally every moment something happens, which is a lot. His shoes are gone, mate. They should burn. Better to cinders, mate.
I reckon he needs to get some of those knockoff, like £4 Croc type shoes, mate. I think they're the cheapest shoes you can probably get, and you can just flick them off then and start flying away, can't you?
Get sandals over, like.
Yeah, literally some flip flops or something, bro. Sliders or something.
I mean, maybe Vulcan later on.
Falcon Punch. What I did like about this as well, obviously it was episode 1 of the second season, and you get reintroduced to the crew again, don't you? Which was cool, like like the start to like a movie or a video game type thing. That was really good. And we're on like a boss fight straight away. But yeah, I like this episode actually. It was a good start. It was random as fuck. Like you get like that filler bit, and then you got this big scrap, haven't you? But and then like it's the last part, so you get this like boss fight, and the boss has 5 cores to take out, and Obi's got does this mad Captain America shield throw thing, doesn't it? One of them.
Yeah.
And it basically split up to try and get the arms, legs, and the center core. They've just got to destroy these cores to destroy obviously the monster, haven't they? But
yeah, so the aim of it is like it's 5 parts, 5 cores. 4 of the cores are in the limbs. So obviously they take them down, and Shimmer's there to do the final blow on the main body. And he just like a flying kick, doesn't he? Sick flying fire kick, blows into pieces. But
the entire thing was basically a filler episode. It was like a reintroduction, wasn't it, to everyone? Because that entire fight was essentially just introducing people's abilities again, which was very good. It was awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Reminding people like who are watching the audience, like, this is this guy and he does this. this woman. She does this. Like, you know, I kind of like the idea of it. Obviously, we've literally watched season 1. Like,
Yeah. If
last
you
week.
watched season 1 when it came out and then season 2 after,
Yeah.
that introduction would have been like perfect, wouldn't it? When you've had the gap sort of thing.
Well, me and he were like, yeah, know all this. What's cracking off? We know all
Done
this.
it, mate. What do you mean? Been there, done that.
The best bit of the episode there.
Lieutenant, mate, wearing that outfit.
Lieutenant gets brought an outfit and he wears it, and basically the outfit is a cat with bunny ears, tight shorts with a bunny tail.
Yeah, well, the hat says nudist bitch on it, doesn't it?
And Obi's literally laying into
He's
it.
fuming, mate, isn't he?
It's like, who's put this outfit? And obviously he don't snitch on anyone. And then Obi's like, I know who's done this. And he gets all the girls in and Shinra. And then Shinra's standing there. I love this bit. Shinra's standing there. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna stand tall like Hinura and not say anything and grass the girls up. And the girls literally instantly like, yeah, Shinra bought it.
Yeah, he's like, do you know what? I think I'm becoming friends with him. I would never grass up my friends. And every single one was like, yeah, it was Shinra's idea. It's like, what?
I love that bit.
Proper done him, mate. Proper done him straight away.
It goes a bit weird after this, doesn't it?
Yeah, that nude calendar thing is actually outrageous, mate. Like, I want to know what everyone's photoshopped dead muscly as well. They're all massive, aren't they?
I love the bit where they're like,
was it Giovanni or whatever, isn't it? Even he's in there dead muscly, bro.
Yeah, like definitely photoshopped. But I love the bit where that Habana obviously likes Shinra. It's like
Shinra's trying to find Hibana in the calendar, isn't he?
yeah, it's like where is she? Looking through. But obviously it's all men into it. It's all men into it. But I love the bit where Hibana's like pining for it's like, I want to see Shinra nude or
I liked you know, Benny as well, Benny Maru. Yeah. He's in there, but he's never like said they're allowed to do it. They always go and like have to secretly take a photo of him, don't they?
You find out that Conroe does it, doesn't he?
That back end was like one of the gayest anime episodes I think I've ever seen in my life, bro. Oh, proper funny, mate.
Mate, I'd be the same though if I was Shinra. Like, where's the bonnet? Saw all these fucking muscly bags.
It's like, oh no, then it's all them random blokes, isn't they? Just like doing a pyramid. He's like, who the fuck are these?
A pyramid.
Yeah, he's like, who are these? No one even knows him. But that episode 1 was a proper random episode, but it was alright though. It made me laugh. It's still funny and entertaining. So
yeah,
just random.
Yeah, I don't know why they throw comedy in that, but that was a bit. I was like, what the hell was going on here? But it was funny. It was funny, but
yeah. Episode 2 though, you get basically back to the story now, isn't it? In episode 2,
yeah, enough messing about.
Big Shinny Boy's going to meet Company 4, and there's loads of people he knows at Company 4 as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
because obviously loads of them on training and stuff with him, aren't they? So
yeah. So in the last season, Shinra saw Captain Argo in his Dollar Link, didn't he? And when he was getting mended at Company 6, he met Asako, which is the granddaughter of Captain Argo. And obviously she's arranged this meeting. And obviously that's why he goes back to Company 4 where he got trained up into it. But mate, there's some sick characters here, mate.
Some corkers, mate. I mean, the captain of the 4th isn't one, though. He's a freak, mate. He literally wants Shinra to burn him. It's the part where he starts sniffing Shinra's flames, mate. That's the bit that got me. I was like, what the fuck is happening, man?
I love the bit as well, Lieutenant Pan guy, the guy trained Shinra. He's he's chatting in 1 minute, and the next minute he's just using his whistle to communicate. And people are like, what are you on about? He's literally and that Shinra knows what he's on about.
He just knocks up the whistle out his mouth whilst he's talking, is he?
Yeah. People are confused, what is he actually on about? And then Shinra's like, yeah, I know what he's on about.
Oh, mate, mental. But yeah, so essentially the guy in the 4th, the captain of the 4th was in the Idola Link, so he goes to speak to him about that, but Shinra's got a devil in his head, ain't he? Essentially, a woman in there, isn't he? Brainwashing him.
Yeah, so that Argo literally like I say, he's a dead creepy guy. It makes Shinra uncomfortable straight away. But he describes he had an Adola link as well. That's why he's got a scratch on his face. That's how he got this big scar on his face. And obviously, then he was obsessed with it. One day, he viewed it as like the blessed light of God, like this Shinra, this Adola link, and he wants it back. He's like craving it. That's why he's trying to sniff Shinra's flames. He wants to get burnt by Shinra. But yeah, like I say, this demon inside Shinra's literally taken over. And that dangerous woman, isn't it? What's her name? Almir, she's back in she.
Oh yeah.
Almir basically like possesses for the soldiers from Company 4 to like attack Shinra. And one of them is his mate, like carrying guy into it. But they're all dressed as their mascots, and they're all barged in the room like we're ready to kill you basically. But
yeah. So it's a mad episode. The lieutenant, he's got some cool ability. He can essentially give people buffs, can't he? So he like gives them like heat resistance and stuff like that, which is obviously a very handy ability in sort of that world.
Oh yeah, like I've wrote down here, like Pan, his whistle ability is pretty good. It has boost, strength, defense, fire resistance. Whatever you need in battle, he's there, mate. He's literally like the support character of the year, mate.
He's a legend, mate. He's actually pretty sick. One of the things I did like this episode as well, you know, the insight into Arthur's head. It's like that made me laugh proper bad. Where everyone's like a medieval RPG style characters of him, and holding obviously like the Force captain as a shield.
Yeah, that.
It's like put me down. But also, you get this like, you get that little sad like Arthur's backstory, don't you? Like he's actually like really sad. Like his mum and dad essentially just ran away from him. So he's obviously using this night trope thing or whatever he's doing just to cope with everything, sort of thing, really, isn't he?
Yeah, because in the backstory we find out that Arthur's dad, crap dad, mate. Yeah, but he like basically he put the hat on his hat on his face, and obviously like, oh, think of whatever you want or whatever. And then he has this like, he went to this like fantasy world, and during this fight with Shinra, who's now possessed, he goes in this like trance mode, doesn't he? Basically like a role play trance mode, and then it becomes this like powerhouse. But I love the bit like you mentioned earlier, where he uses the guy as a shield. That Argo guy's like, I've never been used like this before. That's brilliant, man. And I've never been used
put me down, bro. Put me down.
Obviously, he's loving him because he wants.
Yeah, he's a proper freak, isn't he? He wants to be burnt. Weirdo, man. But there's some very, very good animation in this episode of just Shinra flinging about. But the little Shinra and Arthur like 1v1, that was pretty cool. That was because it's just Arthur trying to get him to snap out of it, isn't it? And obviously, obviously they're mates, aren't they? So it's work because Arthur's just like so focused, isn't he, in this moment, like sick.
Obviously, yeah, he's in this trance mode, isn't he? So it's more powerful than usual. So he's giving and taking from Shinra. But I love the bit as well where that Argo guy's like, obviously because Arthur takes the heat off them. And that Argo's like, oh, not fair, because obviously he wants to be burnt by Shinra. He's like, oh, why is he focused on you now? I want to be burned. It's such a madden, man. It made me laugh, though.
Yeah, it's weirdo, man. I literally wrote down this season's going to be equally good to weird again, isn't it? It's just going to get equally random, awkward, weird bits in it.
So we get introduced to this character in Shinra's head, don't we, as well, which is called the First Pillar.
Yeah.
And basically, like, she's using the Adola link to feed on, like, Shinra's, like, hate and the need for revenge or whatever. And obviously, so I'm assuming she's going to be, like, a big character in this season, like, maybe the end boss or whatever, or, like, the main boss who the White Clad will use. But, yeah, Shinra finally breaks out of it, and he gets rid of her. And she leaves. But before she does, she, like, mentions about Shinra's mum, like, I know where to find her or whatever. So obviously that's going to be a mission for Shinra this season, to be looking for his mum further. But yeah, a great fight between Arthur and Shinra. Arthur batters him so hard that yes, he kind of comes to realizations, like, because he asks him, he goes, are you a hero or a devil or whatever? And then he's like, I'm a hero. And obviously rejects this first pillar from his body.
Yeah, he snaps out. Well, the major thing that happens this one is that there's another pillar about to be born, isn't he?
Mm.
So there's going to be another mad motherfucker basically knocking about somewhere, man.
But I reckon these two pillars will be. No, my phone's pinging off me.
Getting hits, yeah.
Yeah, not hits, but just people messaging me like memes and crap like that. But yeah, I think these pillars are going to be a major part of the season. And if they can possess people as well, they're going to be deadly. So we'll see what happens in it. But yeah, enjoying that. Still enjoying that. Enjoyed season 1, and it's carried on to the next season. Got like another 22 episodes left, don't we?
Oh, plenty of episodes to them. We're going to be talking about this for a good few months again.
Yeah, man.
Worth it.
Yeah, I'm loving it, mate. I just want to watch the season 3 trailer after we've done it.
I know, yeah.
We watched it like 6 months ago. This game, like, fuck yeah.
Or another thing we've been watching, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, episode 5 and 6. So this will get us up to date. New episode comes out next Wednesday, I believe. But again, we learn a lot these next 2 episodes, don't we? Like a lot. However, before I start that, got one more Geek Sound, haven't I, mate?
Yeah, man.
Got it coming now.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, people have got it on that 100%, mate. Alrighty then. Let's talk about Skeleton Crew, mate.
Um,
We'll kick off episode 5, bro.
Yeah, so basically the parents of the children are wanting to get Barry access to Atatin. They're concerned about the kids and they want them back or whatever. Wim's dad's been asked to steal this access. Gets caught straight away, doesn't he?
Literally.
Like the worst criminal ever. Literally gets caught straight away by like a droid.
On day 1, mate, straight away.
I'm trying to say as well, in this episode, mate, Wim, bottom of the list, mate. You know, like the kids, bottom of the list, mate. It's terrible.
Told you, mate, I hate him. Give him.
For me, the ratings, it's so Marty Wim as well, terrible.
So annoying.
For me, the ratings, Neil and KB, joint top. Fern, Wim at the bottom, mate. Crap.
Especially after these, mate. Wim is rubbish, mate. His dad needs to up and find him because he's useless, pal.
Get him back home, mate. So basically, SM-33 is tied on the ship after last episode's antics, you know, tying down, mate. And then we find out that the captain of the ship they're on was a legendary captain called Captain Tak Rennick. And the ship is his legendary ship, which is Onyx Cinder. So we have this bit of a backstory about obviously Rennick's a legendary pirate, like in the stars and space, and he's always searching this. The story was he's always in search of this Atatin, and then suddenly he disappeared. His crew and his ship and everything. And SM-33 is like, I know where the captain kept his coordinates, like hidden at his home, which is Skull Ridge Mountain. And when he said that, I was like, Goonies or what?
Literally, mate.
I think Goonies vibes. And
I've put a note somewhere. Like, this is like one of the most Goonies episodes ever, mate. Like, it literally was such a Goonies coded episode. Like,
as the episode went on, I got like other like film vibes from it, but we'll talk about them later. But yeah, and I love that SM-33. Like, he describes his home like it's like this is where I was assembled, mate. It's like a ruthless place. It's a dangerous place, and that's where the coordinates are. Anyway, they're like, yeah, we'll head there. Then take us there. Freaking pleasure world, isn't it?
It's a little spa retreat world, mate. They love it, don't they?
Yeah, I just love the bit where, like, obviously the land, it's like this pleasure place, like a spa and stuff. And obviously SM-33 is like bigging it up, like, oh, yeah, this is a dangerous place, whatever. And SM-Few is like fuming. He's like, they've ruined my home, like, whatever, with this stupid pleasure spa. But yeah,
Crimson
Jack meets an old friend called Pocket, or Yeah, it is Pocket, isn't it? Pocket.
Do you mean Dash Zentin, mate?
Do you know who that is? You know that Pocket actress. It's
The
Kelly
actress.
MacDonald.
Oh yeah.
She's in like Train Spotting. She did a voice on like Brave and stuff. Yeah, she's quite a famous like Scottish actress.
Decent.
Yeah, that's the one who plays her. Yeah.
So
Anyway,
when she says Dash Zentin, mate, even Neil's spun out. Even he's like, how many names has he got? Like,
but yeah, so obviously Pocket's there, and she's like an assassin now, isn't she? And Jack, like, they get this like really like they use all the dataries from Wim. They get this really nice like spa room, but like Jack's like stressing, he's like, we need to hurry up and find the sigil thing before.
she's calling the bounty, isn't she, basically?
Pocket's like
Big Polly Pocket.
Pocket's contacted Brutus, tells him that she's there to claim the bounty, and literally explains where, like, gives them the coordinates of where they are. But again, I love SM33. He's like, what's this? Like, because they go to the spa bit, it's like, what's this? This pool used to be for dissolving corpses in acid, and now it's like mud baths for all in all. But yeah, it's a decent episode. There's like I say, a lot kicks off in this episode. Brutus sends 2 ships to track down Jack. So they split off into teams to try and quickly find out the sigil thing. Fern and is it Wim or KB?
No, so basically they get these. Is it when they're looking for the acid pool thing?
Yeah, so yeah, they follow the pipes, don't they? To the that's the bit I got to. That it's Fern and let me find out where. Yeah, Fern, SM33, and Wim into that's Wim.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we'll follow these pipes, see where they go to, and then they end up in these like cave grottos. They meet like an octopus-looking dude.
He's cool, he is, mate.
Catholops, is it, something like that? He smashes the floor where the sigil is, and they find a secret passage. Obviously, Brutus has sent 2 ships to follow him, so they're literally on their tail. And they get in these secret tunnels, aren't they? And the tunnels are lined with booby traps. And like I say, I was getting other film vibes. I was getting Indiana Jones Last Crusade vibes from this bit. Because, you know, the bit at the end where he has to do the 3 trials or whatever. I was like, mate. Because there's a bit where one of the booby traps gets triggered and like a laser shoots above the head and chops the head. I was like, yeah, that's the bit where in Indiana Jones where that sword thing comes out the wall or whatever. Yeah, I was getting the proper vibes from that. But then they come to that pool of acid, don't they? The room of acid.
So the acid pool obviously it's come up, and they basically are figuring out how to get it down, and they have to do a sacrifice. And they're like, oh, what, like a life? And they're like, no, mate, treasure, innit? They chuck in one of the obviously little digits. And it drains the pool, so they can obviously get through the acid to get to where they're going. But it's they get into that little room, don't they? Which is like big, just a pirate treasure like haul in it, just loads of stuff, bro, everywhere.
Yeah, I was getting like when they get to this treasure room, mate. Obviously, Brutus's men are onto him, mate. So he shuts the door behind him, turns around, big treasure haul. Aladdin vibes, mate.
Prince Ali, 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 da ba da ba da.
And like Aladdin as well, like the plunder, if you touch it, it's definitely booby trap. So you like don't touch anything but what you need, mate. So definitely Aladdin, mate. Definitely Aladdin vibes.
But yeah, so they're obviously in this room. They've obviously closed the door and everything, and then you hear the acid pool come back up, don't you? And all the other guys on the other side just screaming, mate, getting dawn in.
Yeah, because Jack's like. Because SM33 gets control, doesn't he, of the facility, and he's like, "You got control to that acid pool," and he's like, "Yeah, just bring the acid back or whatever." And literally, people get murked off. But one of the dying guys' words are like, "Jack," oh no, Silvo or whatever, Silvo. I'm sure he's drowning in acid. All you can think about is saying Silvo. Like your last words. Scanton, mate.
He's probably going to say all the names, won't he? He's like, Dash Sentin, Silvo, Jod.
Yeah, just said one word, dead.
But yeah, so obviously they get this captain's log, and obviously they hear about the mint, which is like the royal mint we've got in the UK, where they print the money. Essentially, that's where they get the digits from, the tokens from. And he's like, in his head, he's just like got dollar signs in his eyeballs, hasn't he?
Let me just put this phone on silent.
So he challenges Fern to a 1v1, basically winner takes captain, because he's got greedy, mate. All he can think about now is just that treasure. And obviously, there's a chance here, right? So Wim sees a lightsaber, doesn't he? And you think, oh my, he's got a lightsaber. This is sick, this is. Fern's been offered out 1v1. He could get this lightsaber and save her here. Easy. Fucking, he's opened upside down, mate. Matt chopped his own foot off, bro. What are you doing, mate?
Thing is, though, like, I'm glad they did it like that, because if he gets a lightsaber, mate, all of a sudden he can use lightsabers like that. That's dumb, mate. That is. You can't do that.
I mean, it's just
glad
like
they
a
did
knife,
it,
isn't it? You can swing it. I mean, it's got Wim written all over it, hasn't it? I feel like if Fern or KB had opened it, they'd know what they're doing, but Wimmy boy, fucking useless,
it's terrible,
mate.
It's terrible.
Useless, mate. But obviously, Fern's just yielded, hasn't she? Like, she said, like, you win sort of thing. She's had to forfeit.
Not surprised after that, mate. That lightsaber thing is like.
Oh, yeah.
Sod
She was
it,
afraid of her own life being taken by fucking Wim, mate. But old Silvo boy, he picks the saber up, doesn't he?
Yeah, so basically, it says to SM33 now, the captain's like, right, take this kid's prisoner, and Wim uses one of the booby trap chairs, and they fly under, like they go under, and escape.
And that's it.
And then it picks the lightsaber up in it, and that's.
Thoughts?
But he don't just pick it up, does he? He does some magic trick, doesn't he, mate? He summons it to his hand.
Cheeky little force bit, mate. I proper want to know what's going off, mate. He's such an elusive... Like, we don't know anything about him, mate. Like, really, do we? He's got 5 different names. Like, no one knows anything about this guy. It's mad. Well, episode 6 obviously kicks off exactly how the episode 5 left us. They're on the funnest slide I've ever seen in my entire life, mate. Blitzing down there. And KB's paralysed, so... Yeah.
It's funny, like, that's meant to be a booby trap to kill you off, and they've gone off, like, on the best slide ever, mate.
It's his secret way out, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Probably the only way out. It's probably the quickest way to get out, isn't it?
And they made it like a fun slide rather than just like a passage, mate. A fun slide, get out of there quick, mate. But yeah, Pocket and Brutus and Men are still going somehow. Even the acid filled the room up, they're still alive. They capture Jack and SM33.
This bit made me laugh, mate.
Take it back to Brutus.
It's where he's at the start and it's like, 33 attack! And 33 comes out dead slow and gets like paralysed, electrocuted straight away, doesn't he?
Oh, they don't just come out, mate. They come out with like dressed like Mr. T, mate. They've got all like
you got loads of treasure. Loads of treasure, mate.
He's SM33. He's the same, and he's got loads of treasure around his neck. That was just like won the lottery or something.
Oh, mental.
In this episode, the bit with the kids splitting off, mate, it was a pointless thing, to be honest. I was like, oh.
Yeah, massive, mate. It's just
KB has MOT, didn't she?
Yeah, the thing is with it, KB and Fern obviously part where they're bickering and they're all losing their heads, they're all arguing. KB obviously agrees with Wim's idea of following the trash crab things to try and get a way out, whereas Fern and Neil go to climb up to get out. But that entire part there really was all just because KB just didn't want to tell Fern that she's got a corroded head. Like, I didn't want to tell her that I can't do everything that I used to do before the accident, which we hadn't learned about the accident yet. You know, at first, I thought she said aux cable. You know, like when you used to get aux cables in your car, mate, so you plug them in to listen to your music. I was like, why is her audio port made her paralysed?
You heard Orcs face, like, Orcs? Lord of the Rings, isn't it? I know that, Orcs. But yeah, she has MOT, doesn't she? She gets a few new parts. The back of her head looks like a VR headset.
Yeah, mental, mate. Absolute VHS, mate. Put a video in there.
Yeah, KB and Wim, they follow these crabs to basically the Queen.
Yeah,
Massive crab to eat him.
absolute monster of a crab, bro.
Yeah, Fern and Neil save him by the hijack like a rubbish dumper thing, flying. And they fly in and save him. Tell you what, Neil, mate.
Neil's
Main
cool, isn't
pilot.
he?
Main pilot on the ship, isn't he?
He's just cool,
Obviously,
isn't
Fern's
he?
there as well.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Fern and Neil on that mad one, mate, parkouring back onto that ship.
Yeah.
That was sick, that was. They managed to scoop up KB and Wim on the way. Ship's landed in front of that giant incinerator crab robot.
It's making them off and the mess getting out of it. The press is button, don't they, in the ship that's not they're not told to do, but it like kind of sheds the skin of the outer ship, don't they? And they manage to escape, don't they, from certain death.
But this episode was imagine if they got caught out and then like accidentally had the ship in reverse, mate, just flew straight into the back of it, and it was the end of the season, mate.
Credits roll up.
All dead, mate.
Yeah, so this episode was a shorter one. It's like 31 minutes, wasn't it? It was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, the ginger chick from Jurassic World. Obviously, Ron Howard's obviously a big director. But yeah, I thought it was good. I like that she directs some of the episodes. She does some Mandalorian episodes, doesn't she, and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to see her getting involved.
I'm enjoying this show, to be fair. It's fun, isn't it? It's just a nice, easy watch, fun show. I think it'll be an easy binge watch as well, you know, when they're all out, if people haven't watched it yet and they want to.
Yeah, I think that the pirate aspect as well, and obviously Jude Law's in it, I think that's really like gripping me. Like, I love the different side of the Star Wars universe of the pirate side.
Something a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah. Definitely better than that show that's on at the moment.
Acolyte. But yeah, on this, basically, Fern saved the day. The part that made me laugh at the ending is where it cuts to KB and she's trying to put that fire out. It's just like a fire inside and she's just trying to put it out. Oh, God. But yeah, new episode comes out on Wednesday, doesn't it? So we've got a bit of time.
Yeah. And we've got 2 episodes left, so we're going to find out hopefully a bit more about Crimson Jack. Whatever, I can't remember his other names, but I'm not going to name more.
Crimson Jack. Silvo.
Jod, is it?
Jod.
Is it Jod or is it Chod?
Chod, mate. And then, what was the latest one? Oh, I can't remember. That bird called him, didn't she?
Yeah. He's got many names, isn't he? Man of many names.
Well, I hope we do get to find out, like, more about him, though.
I think he's a Jedi. He's
got to at least partially been trained by Jedis, because obviously you don't necessarily have to be a full-fledged Jedi to be able to use the Force, do you? But
yeah,
just make me wonder.
But as a pirate and a Jedi, mate, with Jedi powers, mate, it should be unstoppable.
Oh, it should be. He's obviously not been training, has he?
Oh, what also happened this episode is like obviously when Jack got captured, he kind of convinced Bruce's men like, follow me, mate. And
he gave He gave like a proper sick speech, didn't he?
Yeah, because there's like timer counting down. Look, there's like a rule with pirates, like you get like a bit of time to have a chat or whatever, try and like plead your case, and that's what he did. And he basically said like these different people like are after certain things. He goes like you want this. What was it? You want like an army of ships or whatever? You can have it. Follow me, mate. I'll show you the way. And then Bruce was basically like, "We're gonna get to our tatting, and if you're wrong, mate, you're going in the airlock, mate, and you'll be gone."
You're done for, mate.
I do like Brutus. I think he's a good character, good baddie. He's crap.
Yeah,
he don't really do a lot, but
yeah, he don't really do no. He looks all right.
He's no Crimson Jack is he, as a captain, but when he first came into it, Brutus with them 2 pistols, mate. I was like, yeah, this guy's a legend. Mate.
I was just quickly sorting out the talking point notes, mate, for next week.
Yeah.
Fire Force Season 2, Episode 3 and 4. Star Wars Skeleton Crew, Episode 7. Squid Games Season 2, Episode 2 and 3. Got no anime. Apart from Solo Leveling, bro. Season 2, Episode 1. Next week. That comes out on the 4th. Comes out Saturday, mate.
So we've got Solar. So next week we've got Solar Leveling, Squid Game 1 and 2.
Squid Games 2 and 3. Star Wars Skeleton Crew episode 7, and then Fire Force episode 3 and 4, and
We're doing a special, aren't we?
cheeky little something, little tier list, aren't we?
Yeah, I love the tier lists.
Shall we tell them or shall we surprise them?
Let's tell him. They'll come back if we tell them. They'll come back.
Come back, mate. You got to come back. Blue Lock Season 2, player tier list.
Yeah.
I must admit, most of the geezers from under 20s will be bottom tier because you don't really see much from them, to be fair to you.
And the kind of characters that you easily forget, like that Buddha guy.
Yeah. The bloke with the beady eyes. I don't even know his name, mate.
Ditto, mate. We'll get Ditto
Literally
eyes.
done for, mate. Ditto done for, pal.
Obviously, the main people at the top of the list will be legends like Jiggity.
Oh, you'll find out.
Yeah, you'll find out. Come back next week.
Come back next week.
We'll make
Fully
it
fledged,
interesting.
mate. Fully fledged.
All right then.
Geek Sound.
Geeks aren't. Do you want to tell him?
East Ventura, mate. Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Alrighty then.
Yeah. Alrighty then. La who the her.
So I watched it was last week. I watched Ace Ventura 2, which I find number 2's better than the first one. I like them both, but number 2 has got such funny scenes. One of the best scenes in that. The bit of the rhino, mate. Oh, mate, I love
So
that.
funny, isn't it?
The fun in the rhino goes out and he literally like taking his pants off like warm. And he like pokes the hole in it trying to get some air. And obviously these people are driving past, obviously on safari, taking pictures and they're like, the female rhino is giving birth, and it's literally him trying to get out. And it's full on naked with his ass out. Oh, it's so funny. But there's other scenes in it as well. Like they go to this village, and this guy's obviously like he's on top of that pole, and he's trying to like balance or whatever. And he's like doing earthquake tests, spitting like balls at his face, and stuff, trying to like trying to pull him down. But yeah,
Trying to murk him off, mate. Oh yeah,
Well,
they're classic like
just
comedy films, aren't they? Yeah,
yeah.
Jim Carrey. There's some people don't like him, but I think he's very underappreciated by certain people. Purely because I think a lot of people know him as a comedy actor, but realistically, he's just a fantastic actor in general. Like like the Truman Show's a main prime example of that, isn't it? Where it's like it's got some funny bits in it, but it's a more serious. Shows you like more depth to what his acting skills are and his abilities. But it's just brilliant, mate. Grinch, obviously just been Christmas and stuff. He's awesome in Grinch. Like even the faces and stuff he does, like he's a good character actor as well, isn't he?
Did you see that thing on I think it was Instagram, Facebook, all social medias? This person goes, "Will you ever be the Grinch again?" And he's like, "No, will we ever see the Grinch again?" And he does the face, mate. And it looks proper sick, mate. It looks
It's
like
mad,
a proper
isn't
Grinch.
it?
And he goes, "There you go, you just seen it." But yeah, it's such a quality people with other people. Is like quality.
There's like an interview he did as well where he this people came up to him and goes, "Oh, I love you," like blah blah, and the Grinch, all that sort of stuff, and he does the face and like, "Oh, you do the face? I thought it was prosthetics." He's like, "No, it's all me."
Oh, quality, mate.
Legend.
I watched Me, Myself, and Irene a couple of weeks back as well. I was watching that again, mate. It's so funny. Like some of the stuff you're missing originally, mate. It's so funny, and like some of the jokes in it and stuff. It's like, oh, mate.
I need to go through a Jim Carrey playthrough again at some point, mate. Start watching some of his old bangers.
Yeah, like Liar Liar, The Mask, Ace Ventura, Me, Myself, and Irene, Dumber and Dumber. Quality.
Dumb and Dumber's quality. Liar, that's good.
Yeah, I love Liar Liar.
Quality, mate.
But I think people who don't appreciate him, obviously, probably not watched all his films or not watched him recently or what. But yeah, we love him. If you got any like experiences or parts you love in the films we just spoke about on the Geek Sound, put it in the comments at the bottom. Let us know. Chapters about it because we love Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
We love Ace
Speaking of Jim
Ventura.
Carrey, Sonic 3, mate. I took my lad to watch Sonic 3 a couple of weeks back now, just before Christmas. Best one so far, mate. That one is. Number 3 is actually the best one out of all 3 of them so far. 100%. It's the best movie out of all 3 of them. I mean, yeah, Shadow is a big part of it because he's sick, but it's just in general, it's just a better movie overall.
In the Sonic universe, I do love Knuckles. Obviously, he's voiced by Idris Elba, isn't it?
Yeah, Knuckles is sick. I used to love Knuckles; he was my favourite, and then Shadow got released, and then Shadow was my favourite. I was like, oh, actually, this guy's sick. In the Shadow game, where he's bombing around with oozes and stuff, mate. Shadow was like, has he got guns, bro?
But yeah, Shadow's sick. But yeah, going back to Jim Carrey, watch his films. Decent, mate. Yeah. Decent.
Even watch something like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, or whatever it's called. Like, that one's a bit different as well for him, isn't it? Like, he's got plenty of different films. Like, I think people need to properly just discover his stuff to be able to appreciate it, I think.
What I watched the other day as well is The Cable Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Him in that, mate. Obviously, he's playing like a guy who's not had any friends, so he's like proper like stalkerish. But yeah, it's comedy as well. But it's Ben Stiller's first director film. But yeah, quality in that as well. Like his acting as well is perfect.
Bang on, mate.
It's got your favourite actor in that show, hasn't it? Matthew Broderick. No, I'm joking. He's crappy. Yeah.
Michael Broderick.
No, Matthew, not. Better guy in it. But yeah, so we've got plenty more next week.
Got loads to come. We've got a gaming video coming out next week.
Saturday, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's coming out this week. It's coming out literally tomorrow. When you're watching and listening to this. Saturday. It's just a little bit of Fortnite. We're getting, basically what we're doing is we're trying to get a hang of recording and editing, sort of like split screen style stuff. So we're playing for a way out at the moment. We've done two parts of that. We're going to get all the parts done, and then we're going to start releasing them for you. Yeah. So we're slowly starting to bring out the gaming side, the controller side of Controllers and Katanas. And we've got loads of stuff in the works. Like, it's going to be a big year for us, we think, or an exciting year at least for us, shall I say? Not necessarily big. It depends what happens, but we're definitely going to be here at the end of the year, and we're enjoying it. And we're just going to try and bring more content that we enjoy doing, and we hope you enjoy it as well. So, yeah, give us a follow.
Yeah, we're talking today, won't we? Like, about obviously our own YouTube as well, like pushing that, but obviously mainly focusing on Controlling Katanas, but obviously like doing streaming within our own YouTubes and stuff like that, just to like build up the community and stuff. So yeah, we got loads planned, and we did promise gaming, and we've started on that path. So 2025 is looking good.
Banger, mate, banger. Right, so we're at 71 subscribers currently. When we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to do like a 100 subscriber special. We're going to do a live stream, basically live stream the podcast. So if people are about, they can jump in the live stream, talk to us on that. We'll announce more, obviously, when that happens. And we will be doing a merch giveaway as well. So if you do like some of the t-shirts, and you sort of umming and ahhing about footing the bill and putting some money out for it, when we get to 100 subscribers, you've got the potential chance to get yourself a free tee delivered to your door.
But you must, on the video, comment and like.
Yeah, we'll get all the details out there, mate, won't we? When it happens, I'm hoping that it'll be sooner rather than later. To be fair, if we can get to the end of Jan, mate, I reckon if we get to end of Jan, early Feb, and we're doing that, I'll be absolutely made up, mate. I'll be absolutely buzzing. I will.
Mate, yeah, won't it? But I think with these videos being released, yeah, I think we'll get a few more subs because obviously we want to keep bringing it to you. So yeah. Bring it on. But
yes, again, thank you for sticking with us for another week. Happy New Year to everyone. And we're going to a zombie experience this weekend on Saturday, and we're going to try and record it. If they let me take the GoPro and they let me record it, you'll see some footage of that. So yes, do the usual, like, subscribe, get on TikTok. You can follow us on Instagram if you want, but get in the Discord, have a chat with us. We're having a laugh in there, quite frequent. And yeah, we appreciate you for just sticking with us, just being there. Do you know what I mean?
With that zombie thing, obviously, there's quite a few people taking GoPros. Like, well, potentially
If they let us.
if they let us. Yeah, that's the biggest thing if they let us. But if we can get like a proper good video of like just showing the people like a hint of what you can experience and stuff there, probably get a few headshots in there. You know what I'm saying? But
First person,
yeah.
mate.
We
28
all know
months
that.
later.
That's first video, but yeah. Thanks for stopping by. We'll keep bringing it to you. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.